Oh boy, I wonder how many views my two most recent videos have. Just kidding, I don't expect you to tune into every video. And similarly to my good and evil video, this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while because I don't really see a lot of discourse on this side of Hawaii Part 2, I guess. I believe that Miracle Musical is a project that is about how people react to and respond to tragedy. Similarly to my last album analysis video, I'm going to go through this track by track. So let's get started. This song's 9/11 connection is pretty obvious. There's some debate on whether it's about two or multiple people's response to the tragedy, but doesn't really matter. What does matter is that many people respond to 9/11 in different ways, and Joe Hawley's way of responding was to make this album. That's why Variations on the Cloud is the 0th song on the album. It's what created the album. I don't have much to say on this song, it's just an introduction to the album.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This song introduces the man who I will call Simon and his love interest. You can take a lot from this song in terms of allegorical meaning, so I'm just going to go over what's important to the story. This song implies that Simon is dangerously religious. I would like to thank Luxy Hugs, actually, for helping me realize the religious connections in this album. Go subscribe for not Hawaii Part 2 content, since he said he wouldn't be making any more. This song is about the uncertainty of the relationship between Simon and the unnamed girl. The girl thinks that when the colors combine, they'll form white, but the song is called Black Rainbows. This could be interpreted as Americans not seeing the acts of terrorism coming despite the warning signs being there. Nothing much to say about this song. It's kind of just meant to set up murders. You can see Simon starting to succumb to the voices of Apollo, the religious god he worships. We also get our first appearance of the Twin Towers in the line "Fate decides how these columns align." You'll see throughout the album that the two lovers are often identified with tall objects. Here's where the analysis starts to get good. First, I feel obligated to mention the line about a tree falling is another reference to 9/11. It's another reference to 9/11. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is where what I said at the start of the video comes into play. Hawaii Part 2 is an album about how people react to tragedy. Notice how I said react, whereas for Variations on a Cloud, I said respond. This song shows how some people attempt to deal with tragedy through denial. Simon starts the song by proclaiming that it was some other guy in the forest who's committing the murder. He was in the middle ground, but by the end of the song, he admits, I was in the forest looking to see the trees, but none of it. He takes the blame for his actions. In this song, Simon bids his lover farewell as she goes into heaven. Turning to religion is, of course, another way to deal with tragedy. I'd also like to mention, since I forgot to say this during murders, that Simon being a religious person and committing the murder for what's implied to be religious reasons is obviously a very direct parallel to 9/11. We, of course, have a reference to the Twin Towers in the line, all my towers crumble down. Real cryptic one right there. Simon goes insane in this song. This is one of the sadder ways that some people can't react to tragedy when they just can't handle it. I don't have much to say on this song, as it's just kind of a continuation of the Mind Electric. I think this song can be interpreted as the feeling of being trapped in America. I've also seen some people say that it's about someone being trapped in the towers, which is a darker way of looking at things. This song is about wanting to go back in time and undo the past. After a tragedy, people can fixate on the past. In this context, it's a little more than just wanting to go back to the past. It's about obsession. An obsession to make sure that what happened in the past never happens again. A lot of America was feeling that after 9/11. This song is about Simon dying and remembering his lover as he goes. This song could have many interpretations depending on how deeply you want to dive into the lyrics. So I'm just going to say that I think this song definitely shows the healthiest reaction to tragedy, which is not to forget and move on, but instead to remember and to dwell on the pain. It's okay to feel pain after something sad happens. And since Dream Suite in C major has so many interpretations that there is no definitive answer to what the song is about, I'm just gonna end the analysis here. I hope this video made enough sense. Unlike my good and evil video where I knew exactly how I wanted to structure the video as soon as I thought of the idea, this video idea was kind of just a bunch of random thoughts that I had in my head. So I hope that this was cohesive enough. I would also like to address the Tally Hall part of my audience real quick. Listen, I appreciate the subscriptions, the likes, the comments, the support, and everything. But if you haven't noticed by now, this isn't exactly a Tally Hall channel. However, I hereby swear that I will post Tally Hall content more often. It's not going to be consistent because I don't upload consistently already, but it'll be more often. It won't be grand video essays like this one every time, but it will be Tally Hall content. Anyway, you want to know something that annoys me? Lately, I've been noticing that a lot of YouTubers haven't been making outros, but instead have just been ending videos mid-sentence.